Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Company of Heroes 2. We are the Generals, Gentlemen. I am Marco and Hall.
I am the machine.
And I'm Lifer.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
We are on Semoisky Summer, probably my least favorite map.
Even in saying that, it's probably my least favorite 1v1 map, but it comes up so often in these tournaments. I don't know, maybe people just run out of vetoes and they're like, oh well, I guess we'll have to play.
Yeah, that's my problem. It's just my biggest issue with KO 2, not enough vetoes.
Yep, not enough vetoes.
The interesting thing about it is there's just so many choke points. And Semoisky Winter's okay because you can run and flank through the ice. But on Semoisky Summer, you really can sort of abuse that with, MGs, S-mines, barbed wire, even Soviet mines. So,
what's the vote that conscripts get like a swim ability? That'd be fun, I think. Just move at like half speed and have snorkels and can't fire or something. I don't know.
I don't know about if all those recruits coming from Siberia. They're probably stink, right?
I reckon so.
Well,
historical accuracies.
In KO 1, the Panzer Elite could get a Schimmwagen, which was like a little scout vehicle that could
Really?
float.
Nah, cool.
Yeah, it was an amphibious vehicle, and it had some hilarious sayings like,
"Don't
find the
rock
water."
the boat.
Yeah, don't rock the boat. That's right.
Anyway, so let's see how Twister deals with this one. Maybe go for a fast mortar, perhaps even a fast clown car. Having the flamers in the M3 scout car can be a good way to deal with those garrisons. Otherwise, he may just go for his con spam, but that can be difficult against MG lockdown. One thing
this map generally tends to show is that with the fuel immediately adjacent to each base, it's very hard to get cut off. Well, you can't cut it off, so you've just got to capture it or deny it, which is difficult to do. So you often find that both players are going to have enough fuel, and there's going to be a pretty decent mid-game unless somebody gets stomped early.
Yeah, that's what I don't like as well, is even if you are really ahead, it's just so hard to punish that, especially as the North player, because of that choke point and, this awful neg cover. Decapping that, it really can be so hard. And then not only that, but also then the retreat path is really brutal. Having to retreat all the way up, you can just lose to scout cars and just units cutting you off.
I suppose the other advantage to that is if it had an aggressive fuel and you lost your fuel, it'd be really hard to actually push back, and especially given there's only 3 ways out of your base. If you're playing on our left-hand side, for example, it can be a bit tough. Concepts will lose that engagement always in a 1v1. In a 2v2, they're probably going to have a worse time of things.
Yeah, it's just as soon as he starts walking away, he's going to start taking casualties. I don't think there's an option of soft retreat here. He's just got a full retreat.
Yeah, definitely. Nice positioning as well. Jesulin is actually capping that point. We didn't actually intro our players. Jesulin at the top will be our Germans.
And Twister will be our Soviets.
This is for the ESL Cup that was going on last Wednesday, I believe. Semi-finals. So the stakes are high. This is a best of 3 series. This is, of course, game number 2.
So Twister went up in the first game against Jesulin, and this is game 2. And we've had a swap of factions.
Yeah, indeed. How it works is they rotate factions, and then whoever lost on the most VPs can choose what faction to play.
For game 3.
Yeah, indeed. Other than that, we do have no tech buildings just yet. Molotovs, though, pretty fast. I think definitely a good choice on this map, especially because of the garrisons and the heavy cover. Having those Molotovs, so important. But a nice blob here from Jesulin. It really is going to be difficult for Twister to actually engage with that many grenadiers in the same location.
On the plus side for Twister, though, I mean, he's holding those grenadiers in the center and capping up everything in the meantime. Fantastic mine there from the common engineers. You're always going to walk through there until you get a tank to actually clear the heavy cover.
It's such a filthy mine placement. You can't have yourself yet on that one.
Nice.
Indeed, this conscript squad's going to have to back away. Twister really isn't engaging well at all, but he's buying a lot of
time. Nice flank. Could see a Molotov here.
Yeah, indeed. You can see the map control that he has as a result of buying that time. I don't think... there he is, over the truck. And that squad is very low. He's going to have to retreat that one straight away. If the conscripts stayed, they may have wiped, but that would have been very risky. Indeed, Church has still been held, though. Jesulin is actually getting pushed back. So this really aggressive lose engagements playstyle is actually working pretty well for Twister.
Definitely is, and if he's going for this heavy con start, which he is, I mean 5 conscripts, which is the kind of the...
It's very popular among...
Yeah, it's popular. Players. I'm looking for a word and I've lost it. You can reinforce them and you're not going to be bleeding manpower. They get to a point where you can't reinforce your conscript squads anymore if you have 7 of them because you don't have enough manpower for it.
More than 5 is risky, optimal. More than 5 is risky because you spend a lot of your manpower just reinforcing, but it really can pay off in just how much more capping power and map presence you have. Other than that, though, I think 5 is pretty standard because 5 conscripts plus medics is pretty much enough spending that then after that you have, you know, close to 2 command points. So you can have 5 conscripts, medics, and then get the guards or shocks or, you know, maybe even the heavy mortar if you want. Whereas if you try and go for those call-ins at, say, 3 or 4 conscripts, you won't have it in time. It'll take too long. Denying the garrison. Nice work there.
Well played.
May buy some time for the other conscript to move in, as the one in the church is rather low. We'll have to back away quite soon.
Yeah,
what it's done here is, though, is he's dragged those grenadiers in and they've gotten them close to the conscripts and taken a whole ton of damage.
The neg cover as well.
Crossing that road was nasty.
What an excellent engagement.
Catch him on the
will he get the...
he's hoorah to get to the MG.
Yeah, that was just an excellent maneuver there. Grenadiers are pretty low. Conscripts auto-seek cover through the heavy. That is the negative, rather. Molotov will force them to move away. MG, soft retreating. A bold move with the Grenadiers for support. It may just pay off. Gets the garrison as well. Conscripts looking to get it on retreat. Probably won't be able to.
This is some really nice micro here from Jesulin. He's getting attacked by 3 different conscripts in 3 different places, and he's managed to dodge Molotovs and get his MG out.
Yeah, well done, Jesulin. Also, he did manage to get that cut off, so munitions will no longer be coming in. Jesulin, though, no, rather, Twister has 500 manpower, getting his medics and...
reinforcing. I think he's got a lot of squads on retreat, to be fair, so we'll be spending a fair bit of that. I have to say, pretty fantastic con micro thus far. I mean, he's just really got nice movement around the map from Twister. I think this is going to be a fantastic game. And
he's, you know, he's pushed all of those austere units out of the middle, and now he's capitalizing, getting some ground, connecting territories, and denying them to Jesulin.
Yeah. Getting a tier 2 as well. So let's see how we decide to go on. Mine is still there, so that's going to be quite nice when it does finally see a target. As for Jesulin, he has teched up to his tier 2. Not sure if he'll go for his building or just go straight tech into his tier 3 tanks. Probably not, given that he hasn't really had much fuel. So
he's got the building. I can see it there on the minimap.
Oh wow! Oh wait, he does. Sorry, my bad. He got the building. Yeah, interesting place for it. But so he may go for half track. Scout cars I don't think will pay off. There's too many garrisons and choke points that it makes the scout car easy to not only hit mines, but with garrisons, it means that conscripts can just trade very well with a scout car.
That, and if he goes for some guards, they will trade excellently from within a garrison.
Yeah, indeed. Guards are really good in garrisons because they don't have the reset on their PTRS rifle aim time. The obnoxious thing about guards is how long it takes them to aim. Molotov...
It's a long molly.
Yeah,
long one. That's for the extent of his range.
Gets there indeed. Grenadiers getting away just in time, though. Conscripts are trading not very well, but again, he's just constantly buying time.
That's a low health squad. He's got to get that out.
Oh, yeah, he might lose that one. I'm staying around a little bit too long. We'll get it out of there, though.
Vet 2 as well, so it's pretty good veteran for Twister so far. Has that Vet 2 in the Vet 1, so it's not very well distributed veterancy. Where Jesulin, he's pretty much on par with his vet across his units.
Did the mine blow up down the bottom, or did it get cleared? What was down there? Pyos.
He must have vaulted.
Oh, he must have, vaulted over. So that's smart play.
Well, I like this. Twister is now building a Maxim, which is a very good option because there's 4 Grenadiers from Jesulin. And just the 1 machine gun, and he's got enough conscripts to flank, so he doesn't necessarily need the mortar to deal with that MG.
That and just the blobbing nature.
Lovely step away from that.
Yeah, dodging Molotovs with Grenadiers is one thing, dodging Molotovs with MGs is another thing entirely. Exactly. Neg cover though will be quite brutal. MG very, very low. Flamer End is looking for the white.
These flanks from Twister are fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an ideal health.
I can hear a scout car.
Going for the scout car actually, so a bold move. AT grenades not available just yet. May lose that squad though, retreating through the Grens. Scout car not going for the chase. Grenadiers will have to back away from that one. I guess it's okay to go for scout cars when your opponent goes Molotovs, because anything a Molotov and AT grenades, it's a pretty huge fuel investment. Yes. It really delays their tech.
It is a big deal. Having tier 2 is going to be nice though for Twister. I mean, he can go for that Zis after the Maxim. He's going to have the manpower for it, assuming he doesn't bleed models too hard. To win these engagements, he's kind of had to. We'll have to see if he decides to go for that. Maybe just hold off on the conscripts for now.
And I wonder if the scout car might force his hand into a commander choice with guards.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Going for the
That's a
garrison.
long range walk around to get into.
Is he blocking off the door?
I think.
Oh, they somehow got in. They just like jumped the scout car and slid under it, like James Bond style, just under the car.
That was some lovely blocking. I think he got a bit hard done by with them ghosting through to that building.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame.
Maxim's actually going to be nice against the scout car. It does some pretty decent damage, as well as conscript rifles. And considering the amount of heavy cover in the middle, if
he's got into the bunker, I think that's a misclick.
Yeah, I hate doing that.
Yeah, I've done that before, and you just have to get the squads out. It's more of an annoyance than a serious problem, but I do that.
Indeed. Jesulin hasn't actually gone with the up gun on his scout car. And it means that he's spending this munitions on his infantry instead, having that LMG and the med bunkers. He doesn't really need the up gun because the scout car alone, it already just does so much damage. The up gun is more so for dealing with light vehicles of the Soviets.
We've got a pack building here from Jesulin, which is an interesting choice this early, I think. I'm not sure what he's seen to tell him that he needs to get this pack at this stage of the game.
He has been behind in fuel for a while, so he might be expecting like a really fast M3 with the quad cannon. It is very, very powerful.
M5, yeah.
M5?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Or even just, a fast T-34, something along those lines. So it really has been a huge clash of heads against this this middle sort of center of the map here with the heavy cover and those garrisons. We haven't seen a mortar for either player, and generally people like going for mortars when there's that many garrison and heavy cover play.
What's so impressive here is I believe both players have still got all of their units.
Yeah.
And we've seen such brutal fighting with excellent micro on both sides. For them to retain all of their units in these engagements is just incredible.
It's very impressive.
Going for the mine while you're capping, definitely a good choice. Also, wiring off those haystacks can be nice to deny the heavy cover. Grenadiers will walk through the garrison. Conscript's going to be pretty good in that situation, especially because as they walk across the corner, it means that all 6 conscripts are firing through the corners windows. There's windows in the front, windows on the side.
It's nice. 4 windows on that side as well is fantastic. The garrison's
4 on the
actually
short
really nice.
end too.
Yeah, that's a really powerful garrison there. With 4 cons in the one front side though, it means a raffinate is very powerful. So you do have to be careful of that. Maximum
raffinate, we actually went out there.
Here we go. Nice dodge.
Nice. This is just very good play. But Twister's capitalized on a big opening on the north, and he's taken quite a large amount of ground.
There is finally the mortar. I think it's actually necessary. I mean, with the Maxim in the church and just how obnoxious this garrison play has been from Twister, he really is having a hard time against that. Having that mortar is definitely going to help him out. It's a shame he doesn't have the commander that has the mortar and the tiger.
Oh, I think that's premium content. And,
it is?
I don't think they can use that in
course.
ESL. That's the spearhead command.
And Twister got to the fuel! He made it.
Nice.
The journey.
But he has to be careful of the scout car. Won't be able to wipe him with a full squad and without the up gun. Also, he has an 18 grenade. Yeah, he's gone for that one. Will definitely force the scout car away. Still capping it under scout car and mortar fire. Yeah, no premium commanders are allowed in the ESL, which is actually really good because I think it makes the game a lot more balanced.
Definitely.
Well, you know you're not going to face the Tiger Race, for example, or the
it's always a good feel.
or Windustry.
Yeah, there isn't the guard ISU mark target commander, but there is the shock ISU commander. Definitely the weaker one though. I think the guards and the mark target synergize really well with the ISU. Raffner going into the church won't be too powerful though. I mean, the church is just a big building. That means the crew members are a lot more split up throughout the windows.
Those grenadiers need to leave. They're taking massive damage. Yep.
Yeah, that's not exactly ideal. Mortar trying to join the fight, but is content on that road for now, wanting to help repair the scout car. Mortar's not very good at repairing scout cars, though.
I mean, I think it's the moral support that I think it's like, you can do it, pioneers, I believe.
Yeah, and so
nice.
Twister is just relentless in this garrison play.
Yeah, it's definitely nice.
And it's actually surprising how effective it is being. I think a earlier mortar would have helped, but...
cover.
That's a very low health 2-man grenadier squad in that garrison right there. But they're not under fire, so he's just stalling for time.
Yeah.
I think, considering we've seen such good map control from Twister, he hasn't ticked up. We've got to be expecting some kind of call on, right? Maybe he's waiting for command points and not giving any kind of tell with guards or shocks as to what he's chosen.
Well, he's just now hit the 260 fuel. He's only on 6.5 command points, and you need 9 for a T-3485 call-in, 11 for the IS-2. So not exactly close. Scout Car may even hit the mines here. Nice mine placement so far. Scout Car actually dropping pretty low to the Maxim.
Gaining a bit of air from taking some damage there.
Oh, 18-8, got to be careful. Of course, Jesulin will get out of that one.
Oh, that was a Ziz shot,
fired as well, yeah.
Didn't quite find the target there. Against a fast-moving scout car on the road, they don't hit a lot. Other than that, though, the VPs have been going pretty good for Twister. Jesulin's down on 350, and we do have the guard motor coordination tactics picked up for Twister. I think that's the best choice because those extra 2 command points in between the T-34 and the IS-2 can be quite brutal.
Yeah, you're going to see a couple of minutes between those corners. And, you know, he's got a 2 command points now. He's waiting for the T-34, so I think he could probably get some guards. They're both floating above 600 manpower.
Yeah, I think also a heavy mortar would be strong, given how sort of contained and pushed back we do see Jesulin actually being.
Yeah, that cut off, when you get pushed back to there or either player, it can be really punishing, and the 120 mils with the big splash damage can really crush your units as you try to cross that negative cover.
Mortar is going to be firing, and I think it's going to be aiming at that Engineer's got in the building, but of course it gets dodged. Everything gets dodged in this game. The micro is fantastic. Have you guys played against Twister before?
No, I've never.
I haven't either. I haven't heard of him, but he's a fantastic player. Like, very impressed thus far. And again, just finding Garrison. Twister, Garrison King.
That must be the worst. Yeah, Jesulin is just so close. You don't want to be that close.
Oh,
There's a Zis barrage.
Oh.
I think he's going for the
I think he
mortar.
must be.
And he will find it. No, he keeps missing, unfortunately.
That's rare. This is normally
You
very
know what
accurate.
worries me about this one,
go.
though, is if the Zis has a misfire and hits that building with a garrison unit. He's gotten out, but you can see one shot go wide, and it's just...
Oh! Mortar
Close.
survives. The conscripts could have actually wiped it if they stuck around in that building. The Zis is at max range. That's actually why it was so inaccurate. It was firing at max range. The closer it gets, the more accurate it will be. 3 kills, though, on the Zis. Got to be happy about that one. MG will suppress those. Meanwhile, on the north side of town, Grenadiers getting that point back. I do like this munitions deny. It will come into play when you really do see the marked target, because marked target, it can be just so powerful if you have a lot of floater munitions.
The scout car laying in some shots against that 3-man conscript team down south. That's not going to really get anywhere for another minute or two.
Yeah,
Just on the model. Got to be careful.
Yeah, and the pack even may just destroy that garrison. The packs aren't...
probably worth just taking it down. It's giving him such a pain in the side.
The thing is with the packs is wow.
Oh, he shouldn't have waited around that long.
Oh, it's the Zis movement.
Nice work,
so,
Twister.
Again, Twister, it's just the delay for the conscript so something else can move in. The baits.
The good thing about Twister is like this is really safe. Like he keeps sort of having it where it's well defended. The exception was when it moved up earlier, but he didn't leave it there for long at all. He moved in, got the barrage, and backed away straight away. MG, though, has hit Vet too, so he's doing some pretty great suppression, especially against the net cover.
What I would like to see from that MG, now that he's got veterancy, is some incendiary rounds. Those things absolutely shred.
Oh, yeah.
And if that squad's on the road of negative, you might get a squad wipe. Here we go. We got 9 command points. T-34 85s have been pulled on
the field as well, with marked target available for 2 uses. As for Jesulin, he has a fair bit of fuel.
Enemy aircraft.
Just one pack though. Yep. But so he hasn't really got anything to counter these T-34 85s right now. Just the pack and some forces.
Yeah, indeed. Not a lot of munitions either, so can't go for P-Shreks. This may even get decrewed by the Grenadier LMG crew. If he can get around the garrison, he should be fine. T-34s are moving in, and he will definitely force them at bay. May even take off false though, but with so many munitions... Oh, nice work. He can decrew that one, but it may get wiped though if you stick around for just a little bit too long. Garrison being destroyed very quickly. Is this not happy? And we'll try and back away. Oh, nice! Fantastic! Yeah. Camping the doors. Bear in mind, the other T-34 was also on the other door. There was no safe door, and he got 3 grens. That is just fantastic camping.
That's cool play.
Could have wiped that squad very easily. Going for the decap on the field, really putting the pressure on. But Jesulin will be able to fort his Tiger, and quite soon. That could have been a squad wipe. Very glum.
Yeah, that little crater right next to the entrance to the graveyard could have been the death for those guys.
Indeed, T-34 continuing to fire. I would like to see more AT, because all we have now basically just the Grens and the pack, especially because of the choke points. The packs can be pretty strong.
Well, he's got 1100 manpower. I mean, even if you are saving for the Tiger, you could get another pack.
I didn't see that microphone is blocking the manpower. Yeah,
Jesulin's fighting pretty hard on manpower. I mean, obviously you need to save for your Tiger, but he's doing it a bit preemptively, I think. The pack definitely would be nice, second pack.
Even if you just build fuel caches.
Yeah.
Or munitions cases when you have the strafing run. It's going to be hard to defend them against, like, the T-34s now, but, like, I think you could have had that one for quite some time. This one in the corner as well. It makes it hard to decap. You need to commit more than just a lone console squad to decap when there are those fuel caches. Pack is firing.
Vet 1 on the pack.
Yeah, Vet 1, and with the damaged engine, we'll have to back away, though. It is a bit weak. And, does have the self-repair, so that the T-34s will have a bit more staying power, but these T-34s, they're quite low, about half HP for either one of them, and if the Tiger hits the field when they're that low, especially with a damaged engine, he may lose these T-34s. Only 1 squad of NGs. I would like to see more squads given his manpower float, but not as important given that self-repair.
Yeah, it's not too much of a big deal. It's actually Jesulin floating the manpower there. on the thousands.
That's some tough work for those conscripts to attack that point.
Yeah, probably just shouldn't bother at this stage, really. This needs to be recruited. It is rather low. Grenadier's duking around the garrison. He may even get a Faust if the T-34 gets a little bit too deep. And with the Tiger now available by the looks of it, this Tiger
he's on.
It's at a very close time. That T-34 has been fully repaired. This one, though, in the top, not quite as much. And you really do need to have those T-34s fully repaired because the 2v1 is a very close engagement. It really just comes down to who has the most support. And who gets the most Fausters?
He's gonna get crushed.
I blocked it.
Oh, no. Oh,
wow, the double crush.
Yeah, you always get the crush on the Fauster, but you will take that as a result. So it can be quite punishing. You may wipe it if he's lucky. I would like to see him stay still. A little bit too late. If you stay still, you get more accuracy rather than moving.
Oh, he splashed the mine. Oh, did he run into it? I thought he might have
I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably not the best use of a mine, but we'll kill the vetted Grenadier squad. So
I think he'll take that.
Yeah.
The Tiger's now moving in. Interesting enough, he's not going through the north to kill the Tiger. He's going through the middle. He will have to find the Zis and the other T-34, but look at that, guards already, and that is excellent because the assault support commander does not have any smoke, so the buttons will be effective. T-34 is getting low to the vet to pack. Oh, way too aggressive. Grenadiers looking for the Faust. Will they find it? The Tiger is so close. He has to avoid the Faust, and he has to avoid the pack shots. Tiger's going to have free reign now. Guards make it wiped.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate.
Very, very grouped up there.
Lovely reversing from the T-34-85 there to get out of range of the Faust and the Tiger to get out of there.
Yeah, that's a little bit late with a marked target. The Zis is so low. We'll get wiped out by a Tiger shell or even a rifle nade. So Tiger will back away, fear of the marked target. A bit of a bluff there, if I do say, by Twister.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
But effective nonetheless. If Twister gets these healed up, he should be fine. Bear in mind, there's a lot more fuel in the bank for Twister than what there is here for Jesulin. 220, he's not far off his second call-in.
Yeah, if he just plays it safe, holds his half of the map, he has the victory point advantage. So as long as he repairs that veteran's Zis,
the rifle nade will wipe it. He needs to keep that alive. Vet scales so well. He gets it away just in time. Excellent work, Twister. T-34 still being aggressive. Gets the
Vet one.
No, not quite. Molotov into the garrison here. So this T-34 is now fully repaired.
Molotov the doorway, I think.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, that's clever. So he exited the other side. Nice play from Jesulin.
Yeah, it's because like it's a bit of a gamble. It's like if they dodge it, they die. If they don't dodge it, they dodge it through the other garrison. Especially with the regular grenades because they detonate when they're clumped up, but still is very powerful nonetheless. T-34 really needs to be repaired because I think this Tiger can win the game. Jesulin is absolutely on the back foot. I think at this stage it is Twister's game to lose, but he can do so quite easily if the Tiger gets those wipes from the T-34s.
It looks like Jesulin's taken 2 losses here for Grenadiers because we're seeing 2 vanilla squads on the
no,
field.
that's not a good time for the MG to move. I've done that before. It's not a good feel.
It's happened to all of us, and it sucks.
Zis is firing against the front armor,
toe
but it's
with a T-34-85.
Yeah.
Not a good engagement. He's got to reverse out of here. And he's got a flanking T-34.
I think he just wants to wipe the Zis though, and he's so close to it. AT grenade doesn't penetrate. Other T-34 can't really join the fight because of the Grenadier Faust. We'll back away. The Zis really needs to get... It is barrage!
Success!
Oh, that should have been a squad wipe, I think.
He may wipe it now.
Yes! Oh, success!
A bold move by Twister, and if he backs away now and heals it up, gotta say, his balls really is paying off, but it could definitely backfire so easily. Conscript squad backing away just in time. Such good map presence and really good multitasking here. Always retreating. No one's getting left behind in these engagements. Has Twister even lost a single con squad?
No, he hasn't.
Not a single squad.
Single squad.
Fantastic.
That's impressive.
DPs are already upgraded, so we do have button available.
Rifle nade. Only one member of a guard squad.
Yeah, so if we see marked target and a button with the 2 T-34s, they could easily be the end of this Tiger. Is the vet almost 3-pack? That thing's going to be deadly, but also needs to be repaired. Where is the Zis? Oh, it's been merged. Hasn't actually been healed.
That's nice, though. Keeping it on the front line, keeping that Tiger at bay.
Healing is nice because it means that you get all your health back, where merging there still is some health left. That KC was kind of fine, but there are some instances where, say you have 4 members of the Zis, but they're all low.
That mortar's starting to lay some rounds into this maximum. And I think he had a full health conscript squad merged with that, so it's actually retained quite a bit of health.
Yeah,
there we go.
Driving in. He knows the Zis is there. He can't do that. Out of the sight, though, didn't have the spectator hacks that we do, as well as the sight activated. So the Tiger he could go for a flank. You may have to make sure he minesweeper, though. You can't drive the Tiger around by itself without a minesweeper.
Vet 3 on this mortar is great news. And another Tiger on the battlefield. So Jesulin's starting to come back into this game.
But the second T-34 call-in is imminent, has the fuel, just not the manpower. The Vet 3 mortar gets the extra range, so it really can just shell so much more safely. You can probably hit all the way back to this cutoff. It's essentially a heavy mortars range.
And that I was going to say is that's kind of sucked for Twister, because I think he could have got his second T-34-85 call-in a little bit earlier and looked for the 4v1. The 4v2 starts to get a little bit more difficult because it's harder to find the rear armor, and it's a lot harder to find flank routes on a map like Semoisky Summer.
And the thing is with T-34s is their damage isn't very predictable, because they have a kind of a high chance to bounce, where Tigers will penetrate very consistently. So it's a lot easier for the German to gauge the engagement, rather than the Soviets with their damage.
Zis barrage
being
laid in on the nice pack replacement there. And I think we've got a strafe coming down right now.
There is indeed a strafe mortar, almost wiping out the Maxim there. Conscripts are backing away from the strafe. Didn't have a choice. Grenadiers survived that one. Zis is firing now on the target because it was revealed by shooting at the conscripts. Can activate the sight. He's actually out of munitions though, so he can't. Right. Also can't mark target. Tiger looking in for the engage. Not enough munitions for the AT grenade, but the bait will pay off. It seems mark target.
He's laid the mark target down. That's where the munitions went. And 2 T-34s in this engagement. It's forcing the second Tiger to come through the center.
Tiger's a little bit late to the party. Can we see the rear armor flank on the road for the extra movement speed? Will secure a nice escape. T-34's not quite taken low just yet. Nice distribution of the damage. Tiger really needs to get the hell out of dodge. Other Tiger going aggressively. Nice work. He's ignoring it. He's letting the T-34s engage the Tiger, whilst the other Tiger just wipes what he can. 18A didn't penetrate the rear armor. That is a huge blow now for Twister, as the Tigers are just wiping and doing so much damage.
And I think what happened there, and it's good play by Twister, even though there was no mine, that other Tiger to the north backed up through that little choke point. There's so many players like to put the... This is getting dangerous for that Tiger. He's isolated.
Out of position on the road as well. That's a fantastic flank. Got the block off.
And the other T-34s are coming on right now.
Yeah, this Tiger may even get one of the T-34s before getting taken. It has to juke around the garrisons. The turret rate, will it reach in time? He's getting close. One shot will take it out.
It's going to over mine.
Oh, nice.
Boy, Twister.
Excellent. Holding on to both of these T-34s. And look at the distribution of damage. Looks as though the T-34s should be fine though if they back away now.
Oh, look at that drift. Through the fence.
Drifting master.
Just when they need to be. No mark target, but an excellent timing. The T-34s have a pretty good angle. The Tigers are wounded here, not on the road just yet. T-34s the little bit faster, trying to retreat. Zis can't fire through the garrison, but if the T-34s follow it long enough, they may find it. Not penetrating the front armor. The
pack could look for a target weak point here.
Oh, there we go. He's going through the firing arc, but not for long. Vet 1 for the Blitzkrieg won't be too important, but Grenadiers will find the false. T-34s maybe just a little bit too deep. The garrison blocks it off, and that T-34 falls. Second T-34, not feeling too good. His body's destroyed. Still gets a nice shot though, juking around the garrison. The pack can't fire. The Grenadiers have their pulse on cooldown.
I think he's stalling for the other two T-34s, but they're very, very low.
Yeah, they did. Won't be there anytime soon. May even wipe the Gren's mortar. Gets it. Pack though is facing
friendly
up.
Fire on the greens?
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was. The scumbag mortar gets it. Excellent juking. May even get the Tiger.
Oh, this play!
Look at the road. The road is just so crucial. Pack will fire though, and the Tiger gets taken out. And that Tiger barely survives. Almost Vet 2 will be pretty important for the extra armor, and strafing down the infantry, delaying their time to get back into the fight. That evened up, lost a Tiger, but lost 2 T-34s. This game is getting pretty close.
Yeah, self-repair a little bit late on the back 2 T-34s. I feel the Vet 2-1 might have been able to come in.
The
strafe!
I don't think it penetrated.
Would have been nice though.
Yeah.
What was quite nice, I mean, the micro of that Tiger was just sublime.
Yeah.
And what he did, he managed, while microing a Tiger to the north, this one came through the south, decrewed the Zis, and then he attacked round, I think, to destroy that. Maybe the pack did it, I don't know, but the Zis is destroyed.
Yeah, that was well done. I also wanted to mention before the distribution of health on the T-34s. Having it so the weak one backs away and is in the rear, whilst then the full health one drives in front and takes all the damage. So both of them take damage equally rather than one of them getting focused and destroyed. He really needs to repair these though. He does have the self-repair.
Has the munitions for it as well. I think he threw the one down on the low health one, so that's being repaired now. The only... Excuse me. The only flaw, and I don't want to say flaw in Twister's play because he's playing pretty damn fantastically. He's thrown away a few too many munitions on these barrages, just for kind of manpower advantages. I feel he could have held on to them a little bit more, especially when you have that marked target. You need it for the self-repair, for the button even. Maybe a little bit too aggressive with that. Even 18As, he could have won the Tiger engagement.
If they penetrate.
Not that you expect to penetrate, but still.
Yeah. Anyway, and if we see the engagements around the guards, the button will really come into power. But I think these packs may really just even it out.
Vet 3, yeah.
That Vet 3 pack has such a high rate of fire and accuracy, and with the target weak point, that is a real force to be reckoned with those T-34.
Because that Zis was destroyed, so there's no AT gun support. So I think it will just be the packs. So long as Jesulin positions his Tiger in a safe location where it's supported by the packs, whereas if the T-34s do ambush the Tiger out on the road or catch the packs by themselves, it can be taken out. And the problem is as well, is if Twister tries to rebuild his own packs, that Vet 3 mortar will wipe them.
Well, he's just done that. He's got his which is coming onto the field right now. I think he needs to do it anyway. The Vet 3 mortar is a real issue, and he's going to have to dodge it. And we could see he's got the micro to do that. He might even be able to flank it and get a molly or something like that on top of it.
Yeah, T-34s will wipe it quite fast if you get within range. So the mortars, they are easy to take out if you manage to get within range, but it's looking pretty well defended by the packs and the Tiger. Only 2 squads of Pioneers for Jesulin. It would be nice to have a third. And at this stage, it looks like they're both just saving up for another round of call-ins.
Could see another massive engagement at some point soon. It looks like these guys have been licking their wounds for the last couple of minutes and starting to engage again. We've got two victory points and 1 white for Twister, and he's got the VP lead quite convincingly at this stage. So he's really forcing Jesulin's hand to get engaged.
Yeah, the Tiger though is just doing really good long-range damage against the infantry as well. Guards will have to retreat. T-34s now both fully repaired. They're both up to their full combat potential. Vet 2 as well will be quite nice for their damage, their accuracy, and their rate of fire.
And again, I would like to see maybe that's a bit of a wipe there, but I would like to see, and that's a Vet 2 Maxim as well, which can definitely come into play as you get later on in the VP game. Seconds, this will start to vet up now. It's unfortunately lost the other one. But what I was going to say is, if we can get the second lot of T-34s on the field before the second Tiger, I would like to see that advantage pushed if possible. It's going to be a lot harder with the packs on the field, but it's a definite possibility. And the T-34 micro has been really nice so far. You can really take advantage of the fact that there's 1 Tiger and there's 2 T-34s, so you don't have to look for the engage. You can look for the units.
Oh no! Twister right-clicked on the point. There we go. Nice auto spot there.
Yeah, and those 2 T-34s are both double vet, which is really nice. They have very high rate of fire, and if they could somehow solo that Tiger, find him and isolate him, they'd be able to take him down.
I was going to lose that neg cover. Will be the end of the conscript by the looks of it.
RNG guards say no.
Yep, no, they're not happy.
Oh, the pack!
The pack! What? Bull and hard.
RNG gods are not happy about that one. The other thing that that Twister could do is if the Tiger and the pack is camping here, just go for the base. It is harder to, but you can drive in, start shelling away the bunkers, decap the fuel, and it forces the packs to reposition. And then if the Tiger drives away, the packs are free for the killing with the conscripts, or vice versa. If the packs move up and the Tiger stays down, T-34s are barely out of the range of the... Oh, wow.
Crashed.
Unfortunate.
Too much damage.
I think that might be their V3 mortar finish them.
Yeah, that's going to be the strafing run as well. Nice garrison taking. But the Zis is getting lower and lower. T-34 getting within range of the Tiger. We'll take a shot and the pack.
Oh, wasn't the Tiger weak point though, so lucky.
It takes a while to aim with that one.
It does,
Zis is firing now, not penetrating with Tiger.
Big damage.
Going in very, very deep. We have lots of munitions for a marked target. Vet 2 Tiger has finally reached it, but it can get taken out very, very quickly. The T-34 is backing away. It's very low.
Might scare them off here.
Yeah, indeed. T-34 dropping low as well. Needs to get away from the packs.
Oh.
These T-34s playing a risky game, but they survive this one. And the packs are just continuing to get more and more vet.
Vet 2. See, he was that northern pack had no veterancy before that engagement, I believe.
Got to be careful. One false will be the end of the T-34. but he knows he's safe unless he gets caught. 2 squads of engineers will be quite nice just for the mass repairs. Mark target is still on. It's a very long timer. Vet 3 flamer engines could be deadly against these grenadiers if they don't get caught by the rifle nade. Even the riflemen are damaging.
Wow, they're just getting roasted. I think he needs to leave now, Jez.
Jesulin,
that's
oh wow! That's some
Famous.
serious damage.
Yeah,
they didn't take a loss.
No, they
the
didn't.
combat engineers, incredible.
Yeah, that's really powerful. The guard squad in the church.
We've got a new
Oh,
target
not
on.
another barrage, but it might be worth it. Vet 3 pack.
Bad timing though. He can't capitalize.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, if the T-34s are repaired, he can just drive in. Oh, he
it's
wipes
worth
it though.
Success.
Wow, these Zisses are having a pretty good time. He can just force fire that down with the Ziss and the guards and just destroy the pack, preventing it from being recruited. The Tiger though is still so low. I'm surprised he hasn't repaired it. Repairing that Tiger is the priority. Where are the Pyro squads?
I have no idea.
He lost one of them.
He lost one of them before. I didn't know. I didn't see that. Oh, Vet 3 mortar. That was close.
He actually
he got the pack. That's
stolen the pack with the guards.
Guard pack.
He probably won't get that any walk away from it if the Tiger chases. He can't. The Tiger is.
There's got to be a back in
Second Tiger's too far away as well.
He's not going to risk it.
Unless we get the baller Vet 3 pack, gets another like anti-infantry shot. So
yeah. Tiger though has been called in again, so it's 2 Tigers against 2 T-34s.
But look at the unit preservation of Jesulin, which was good, versus Twister, which was just a lot better. Yeah, just crazy good. Lost a lot of conscript squads, but it's mainly for like getting AT nades and things like that, which is understandable. Yeah, I should probably back away that pack, but I mean, it will at least force off that veterancy. Tiger
this is just going to take damage. It doesn't need to. Is this in a pack?
It's a risky move, but it may pay off here.
Careful.
T-34s are moving in, fully repaired, wipes the pack, but now he can get caught. The pack of Jesulin a little bit far away. Ziss is firing. As long as the Ziss stays alive, may even just merge the Ziss to keep it alive. T-34 is trading very well because of that vet too.
Range.
Yeah, indeed. Unfortunately, wasn't the other T-34 nearby. It was a very risky move, but actually did play off by Jesulin, getting that wipe on the pack. More important than wiping the Ziss. Packs just fire so much faster.
And again, because of the manpower issues here for Twister, he hasn't been able to get that T-34-85 call in as soon as he'd like to. He's floating fuel a little bit. He's really had to been reinforcing more than he'd like to, going very, very aggressive with some of his squads to look for wipes and such.
Well, he's been we saw that flamer engineer on the fuel to the north, right? So that's not repairing, and I think he called on a second engineer, and that's probably where a lot of his manpower is going. All right, we've got less than 100 points, victory points remaining for Jesulin, so he's going to have to make a move soon.
Man, that Maxim's being bold.
Hasn't moved.
Twister's been really, really lucky with his Maxims. That's about the second or third time the squad's just been sitting there on 2 members. And I mean, given he must know because of Twister's micro this far has been like awesome. He's like, yeah, man, my
bad time for the barrage with the Tiger.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not enough munitions for a button either. The pack has been recrewed though. If there was a button, that could be dead, but it may not even matter. The Ziss is doing some excellent damage. T-34 during the fight just now, but a strafing one may decrew the Zisses, if not the Tiger. Pack has moved up. Grenadiers have the pulse, but they're not within range. Rear armor facing the Tiger.
Oh, massive damage.
And another Ziss on the back, fired as well. Second Tiger has reinforced. Vet 2 will be very, very deadly. The pack, though, one more shot will take at the Tiger, and it gets destroyed. Not decrewed, completely deleted from the game. T-34 has joined the fight, but this Vet 2 pack will be an absolute machine.
That was decisive for Jesulin. He got the pack, and he finished off the guard squad.
Yeah, that was deadly now. I mean, that button, that was just worst possible time for the Ziss. And maybe that's why Jesulin timed it accordingly. Grenadiers may find the fault, so you've got to be careful with the T-34. But we'll survive that one. Neg cover as well on the Ziss. Can get taken low from small arms fire. Re-impairing that one pretty fast. Not going to use the self-repair. Wants to hold on to the marked target.
Yeah, definitely a good idea there. Second T-34-85 call in very, very soon. Just waiting on the manpower at the moment. T-34s will still force off the Grens, but we've got to be so careful of those pack shots. You have to remember you are giving away veterancy.
The thing is with this, is it may be a battle of repairs.
Yeah.
Of who has the most health on their tanks. It's not looking good for Twister, which it should be. When you are guard motor and when you have the self-repair, you should be winning those repair engagements where it's, you know, who is able to engage again quicker. But because he keeps sort of driving in and taking those pack shots, he is getting lower and lower.
Enough of that house.
Yeah, the mortar, got to be careful.
Here we go. The T-34-85s can be pulled and they're coming on now. So we have
That's
four T-34s.
That's 4 T-34-85s.
This is 2 targets. That's interesting.
And there's only 1 pack as well. So that pack can get sniped, especially because it only has 3 crew members. All it takes is 1 shot and that pack can just drop. Because again, I think the pack may decide the game here. The T-34s and Tigers will trade so effectively, but looking at the raw DPS, Tigers actually have pretty pitiful DPS. But the packs, for how much they cost, and their rate of fire, and their penetration accuracy, they're just so good.
I'm loving this mortar. He has been working so hard for Jesulin all game. What is he, 30 kills? Got a couple of nasty friendlies early on, but since then he's been performing for him. Decrewing, Maxims, Zis guns, killing conscripts. It's been a special unit.
I wonder if they chalk them down when they get kills on friendly units. It's like, yeah, that'll count.
Well, you know the
+1.
The gunners for tank. Oh, go on.
This is a risky engagement going into the front line of 4 T-34s. I like how
isolated Tiger over here.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He's pulled the trigger.
He's not playing around here. This one's for real. Do we have the marked target? A little bit too late. Backing into the pack and the second Tiger, splitting them up. A risky movement may pay off. The marked target is causing this one to be shredded.
Oh, they're both deep. This is the engagement.
Yeah, this will decide the game here. T-34 may get something going around the garrison to block off the shot. T-34s will find it. The T-34 falls though, and now the pack has been flanked and it will get taken out. Excellent control, avoiding the pack firing rate. The Tiger though is surviving for quite some time. Vet 3 will be an absolute machine, but it gets taken out, and this Tiger may survive. Pack still firing, but gets decrewed. Engineers join the fight. A strafe will prevent the repairs, and the T-34 is going to have to back away now, but a 2-for-1 trading rather evenly for now. If they can all escape this one alive, the Vet 2 Tiger will be unkillable with the armor, but going for the engagement nonetheless. There's no guards, grenadiers for the false. Excellent juking, can't get behind the Tiger because of the garrisons. T-34s really need to get repaired and reinforced.
They definitely do it. That they didn't quite find the kill onto the Vet 3 mortar, which I think was a pretty big deal. Being said, we got the Vet 2 T-34-85. That survived, which is nice. Oh, almost finds those pioneers as well.
Is that a crush?
I'm not sure. The Zis is firing now as well. Has a hard time penetrating, but does get it regardless. Does get wiped now indeed. Yeah.
That Tiger is just doing something.
Oh, nice. Excellent flank there.
Vehicle.
It's not quite available just yet, but it will be soon. He gets the block and the rear armor. Blitz won't matter because the T-34 blocking you off. If the Tiger falls, this will be game over for Jesulin, trying to juke as best as he can. A numbers game here. We'll decide, but a Vet 3, but such good control. He is avoiding that turret so well, and one of them may fall. Destroyed. 1v2 here because of the main gun, but the Tiger is one shot away from being destroyed. All we need is one more penetration.
Oh my goodness.
Mark Tiger a little bit too late. Can the Tiger survive? Not penetrating. One more shot will decide the game. Can he penetrate?
He didn't penetrate.
He can't, and he gets taken out. No infantry nearby. Grenadiers looking for the files. The T-34 can't kill it with the MGs.
Michael,
gets destroyed.
Michael Whitman right there in that tank. He was a Tiger ace in real life, and there he is on the battlefields of Semoisky.
Damn, if the marked target was just that little bit sooner, Jesulin would have lost his Tiger, and alongside him, any hope for him to win the game. Zis, though, will it find the Tiger?
Sneaky. It's out of range.
Just within range. That was a good call, but the Grenadiers just in time.
That might be game for Twister.
Yeah, he can't kill the Vet 3 Tiger. Once it gets repaired, he won't be able to unkill it. I think it gets more range, and it moves faster as well. Moves its turret quicker too, so you can't quite...
that mortar has the final word.
Yeah, this mortar really. If it weren't for the mortar, the AT guns would have had a lot more free reign and would have been contributing to the engagements. They could have won the game. What a fantastic mortar.
Oh man, that tank engagement was just breathtaking. That was excellent micro from both players, and it was really decided by
all the
some dice rolling on the penetration,
for
right?
Sure.
I mean, I would have called a Vet 3 T-34-85 to win that, to get a penetrate. One of those two tanks, right? And he must have bounced 4 or 5 rounds. But credit to Jesulin, he backed out quickly, and he got the front armor and you know, taking those shots as much as possible and not exposing the ring.
But that's the power of Vet 2. The Tiger gets more armor, so you will bounce. I think. Fire greater accuracy and range. Oh no, I was wrong.
I think it's all to the lethality of the unit. Not
What's
to
Veterancy 3?
Veterancy 3
shouldn't be
moves
armor.
faster, has a faster turret rate, so it's not armor.
No.
I guess they don't get armored skirts. It used to be armor. Yeah, okay, well there you go. So the penetrate doesn't actually change a Vet 2. My mistake, sorry, but
But you'd expect with such, you know, now that they've changed the way that the tank engagements go, and the closer you are between one tank and the other, the higher the penetration chance.
And they were close.
They were touching him.
Right.
You know, the guns were put on the hull of the target.
They were cuddling.
Yeah, if you can call it that.
Cuddling with shells and machine guns and explosions. The best kind of cuddles. That DP has been there alive.
This is brave from Twister, but with 3 conscripts against what Jesulin has,
DPs are... Wow, the flanking Vet 3 con squads survives that one indeed. I mean, the VPs are low for Jesulin. I think that's what Twister is trying for.
Yeah, because it's going to go to a 3rd game, right? So he's just trying to bleed, but with 3 VPs in control of Jez, well, Jez has 3 VPs. I can't see that changing.
Let's fast forward this one. This is game over, but what an absolute fantastic game. Just excellent micro the entire time, and just really good, unit decisions as well. SU-85 could have been nice, but with the packs, probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
SU-85s are a really good way of dealing with the Tigers. Now that Blitzkrieg is not really good anymore, and it's harder to just click the button insta-flank. T-34s have been called in, but look, against a Vet 3 Tiger.
And there's another Tigers come on.
Yeah, and with the pack on the field, yeah, I think that's...
SU-85s are nice against Tigers, but on this map, and the reversing, the pathing issues and the line of fire and all of that, it can be a bit tough.
Generally, the urban maps make it hard. So many shot blockers. Because bear in mind that even though the building is destroyed, you can't fight through it.
Yeah, Semoisky doesn't exist anymore, really, except for that church. All the buildings have been wrecked.
Yeah.
This has been furious.
Which is funny, because that church has taken a lot of mortar shells.
Yes, it has.
For sure.
Indeed. Otherwise,
There it is. GG, well played from Twister. Excellent game all around.
That was great.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, any last words or any advice?
Twister's great.
Yeah,
that was... I think literally the only mistake and what may have lost in the game was spending too many munitions on barrages.
But yeah,
in some instances he didn't have enough for a button. In one instance, in another one he didn't have enough for an 18 aid. They were nice, some of them, but I think you threw away a few munitions there. But that's like
it's
very
hard to
small.
predict.
It's a small flaw in what is otherwise a very, very good playstyle. Just Jesulin as well. Just both of our players just playing fantastic games here. I think so.
I mean, even then, I still think Twister probably should have won that tank engagement.
Yeah, I really think he should have. A bit unlucky on the RNG.
It was just a fantastic flank, and when you're that close, and he just avoided so many shots, but they just kept bouncing. Again, the other thing you can do is go for the base, but that is risky. It can really pay off, though, especially against, Pack 43s. If they're camping here, you're just nope, go for the base, and they can't defend it. But an excellent game, and we'll wrap this one up now. Thanks for watching. Well, Generals, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Thanks, everybody.